talk about this Covid-19. Actually, let's find a better spot. I didn't think it was going to be this noisy, but too many cars. So, it's 10:30 right now, p.m., clearly, and I decided to take a little walk, get outside, and I didn't do a video today so far. I'm telling ourselves we wanted to do one video every single day, so this is gonna be it. It's been a weird week, not gonna lie. Probably has been for most people out there. I know some people are still working, some people unfortunately still even working with other people and having to interact with strangers all day. For those who don't live here, Quebec just issued today that starting tomorrow, stores and malls, basically anything that's not an essential service is going to be shutting down. Restaurants, that's included in there. Bars were already technically shut down. Places that had food could sometimes stay open because they could do takeout for food and delivery as well. That was the case for our bar. I guess today we are entering like the more hardcore, if you will, isolation stage. But a lot of people have clearly been already doing this, but government decided to step up today and really decide to close everything. And from me and Vanessa's perspective, I don't want to put any words in our mouth, but we have a similar opinion on this. I mean, we both work in the service industry and both of our jobs closed temporarily throughout all this. It's been 5 days for me now, 6 days for Vanessa. The last few days that we went into work were kind of weird days. I mean, everyone knew that this was a big thing, right? Everyone knew that isolation was the way to go and the thing you should do. So working, we both work in the service industry. I work in a bar, she works in a hotel, in a market, first floor. And so we work a lot with people and serving customers, right? And it was weird because working those last few days kind of felt like, why are people here, right? Like why, granted, there weren't many customers, right? Like most people were doing the right thing, but staying open was basically staying open for, I guess, and I mean, no offense to one of the 15 people I served on my last day, if for whatever reason you're watching this, but you know, it's the people that didn't really care, didn't really take it seriously, right? So being in that environment where you have to interact with people that are willing themselves to go into bigger social gatherings and interact with people and for the sake of, you know, for non-essentials, right? I work in a craft brewery, so yeah, we have food, but the people that came there it was for beer, which I know for some it seems like it's an essential, but clearly it's not, right? So it's one of those weird things where, you know, I'll be transparent. I asked my work to not work starting a certain day because I felt uneasy with being at work and having that kind of clientele, right? They were super understanding of it, and there were a lot of shifts being taken out of the schedule and everything anyways, because clearly there were less people that were coming into our work. So it all worked out, and I think the next day, actually, the bar I work at announced that they were gonna close their doors to the public except for a takeout and for delivery, which I think is a good move. It would have come to that anyways. It was a matter of days, right? So as of tomorrow, no bar or restaurant can be open here. So it's kind of weird to know that some people are still not taking it seriously, still interacting with other people and willingly putting themselves into those sorts of situations. For me personally, most of the people that I follow and the friends I have all kind of in the music industry, and that's a really rough patch for anyone there. All tours have effectively been canceled, and some of these tours, it's not just the fact of going on tour, right? It's the investment, the time, the money that was put into the preparation for these tours, the merch that was printed, the venues, you know, that were rented, everything from providing people a job during these months. You know, you had these photographers, you had people selling merch, you had production manager and tour manager and all that, and all these people all of a sudden have no job for the coming months, right? A lot of photographer friends have started selling prints online, and that's really cool. It's an awesome thing. I personally started selling prints a few months ago, and I think everybody should do it. If you've got pictures lying around, why not sell them, right? But I feel like everyone's doing it right now, and I saw I guess it's not intended to be a meme, but kind of is a meme. Creators mostly support creators, so the the same people that would be normally buying your prints or your art, well, they're out of a job right now too, so they're in need of money as well, right? So I'd be curious to know how other people are doing in terms of selling their prints, and if people are finding it lucrative right now. I hope so for their sake, right? Schools are closed until May now. Most jobs won't be going back up before May 1st, officially here in Quebec. So that's another month and a week, another 5 weeks from now. It's been a lot of goofing around doing these videos and hanging out for the past few days, but I've been looking at options to make money elsewhere, just some work online, video and audio translator jobs and stuff like that. Although clearly a lot of people are thinking the same right now. So, but this is something I've been thinking about for a while now in terms of providing extra money on the side of eventually just doing photography. So excited to kind of try that out and get some work done and actually do something for the next few months. And these videos have been taking up a lot of time. I haven't been going to bed before 3 a.m. for the past week since we started these videos, but it's a lot of fun, so I don't really mind, and I clearly don't have an alarm to set the next morning, so it's okay, but I would rather not have to go to bed at 5 in the morning. But last thing I'd kind of throw in here, I guess, the reason I'm doing this video is because I didn't have a video idea, right? So earlier I sat down to actually try and get some video ideas for the next few days. Excited about a lot of those ideas, actually. It's gonna be cool. Just none of those things I could have done before going to bed, right? So we've got a bunch of plans for the coming days and the coming weeks afterwards, so I'm excited to start working on those. And yeah, it's kind of just me rambling today. That kind of day. Everyone's situation is different, right? Like, work in the service industry, do photography on the side. So clearly these specific things are affected in a certain way. And the reason I'm doing this video is really because every time I've talked to someone who works in a different industry than mine and Vanessa's, I've always found out different ways that these people have been affected that I didn't think about, right? So everyone is being affected for different reasons and in different ways. And I'm curious if you're watching this and for some reason make it to this point, I'm curious to know, how this virus has been affecting you. Like, what field do you work in, and what do you do for fun, and how has the virus affected all of that? Clearly people aren't really going out and stuff, but past that, like, how's it setting you back money-wise? How is it? I don't know. I'm just curious about it. I try not to watch the news too much. I check in once a day. I checked in an hour ago and saw the updates about everything going on here. So been trying not to worry about it too much and just staying safe. I think that's the best thing we can all do right now. Again, everyone should know this at this point, but if for whatever reason you don't know, wash your hands, stay inside, don't interact with people if you don't have to. We're gonna have to do groceries eventually. We'll do one big trek, and that's it, trying to interact as little as possible. So I think that's gonna be it. Thanks for listening to me ramble on in the cold. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be sure to use that hashtag DailyCreative2020 on YouTube and Instagram. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.